said that you were soft towards Hillary in the debate. Are you possibly aligning yourself if you drop out of the race to become vice president?
No, not at all. I am running for president of the United States, and this was our very first debate. And I have a great deal of respect, as I said, for Secretary Clinton, Senator Sanders, the others who are making this offering. But I wanted to focus on that night on the things that will actually move our country forward. Debt-free college, a 100% clean energy future for our nation. It had been so long since we'd had a debate, so I wanted to focus on those issues. And there'll be differences on Wall Street, differences on Keystone, and any number of things, and that's what debates are for. So, but I'm in this all for a positive alternative and a positive vision for our country.
When you talk about Hillary, do you think that there are things she still needs to answer? Of course, she has the Benghazi hearing committee. Is this Thursday? She's called this a partisan committee, the Republican National Committee. Do you think that there are still questions she needs to answer?
Well, the committee and the Benghazi issues will have to run their course, and she'll have to answer that.
Do you think so?
Well, I think any of us that put ourselves out there in public positions do so voluntarily, understanding that we are accountable. Yes. We're accountable to all of the people. So those will have to run their course. For my part, I'm going to stay focused on the ideas that serve our nation's interests, and that's what I'm going to do in the course of this campaign.
Let me tell you what I love about you. Your calm, collective state. I appreciate that, and I love that the Democratic Party is not, you know, punching each other in the belly. I think that's amazing. What about Biden? What if he runs? How is that going to look for you? Do you mind being vice president on someone's ticket?
Well, again, I'm running for president. I don't think that anybody in their right mind ever sets out to run for vice president. I know Vice President Biden very well. I have a tremendous amount of affection and respect for him. If he were to get into this race, he'd certainly bring a lot of experience and that perspective. But I think his generation is already overly represented in our party in this field. And so I'm going to speak to where our country's going. You know, when I talk to young people across our country, I rarely ever talk to young people that want to deny rights to gay couples or their kids, or that want to bash immigrants like Donald Trump. And that tells me that our country's moving to a much more generous and connected place.
Tell them about it.
And we need to speak to that.
Again, I'm with Raven. I love your very calm and very focused demeanor, but it seems like being nice in this race kind of doesn't get you where you want to be. And I'm speaking about Donald Trump, who's very, he says inflammatory things. He gets on Twitter and attacks people. He's threatened to boycott stuff. He's made comments about you. Why do you think he's so popular, as opposed to, you know, you who is saying, I'm staying on message, I'm not going to say anything bad about anybody?
There's a big difference between entertainment and presidential leadership.
I will say, Governor, that if this doesn't work out, I would love to see you act, because, I mean, what a looker. Honestly, you would be great. If Mad Men was still on the air, I mean, don't please take this in the best way. That's why I want you to be VP.
You also want him to be VP because he's got mad skills at the guitar. Back in high school, you formed a band called, oh, look at that. See, you loving it. You formed a band called O'Malley March. You play Irish folk rock. Will you stick around and play for us?
Oh, sure. Twist my arm.
Right now? We're going to play right now? Can you play right now? Why don't you play right now and take us to break, Governor O'Malley?
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Really?
Play something.
Right now?
Right now. Yes. Are we putting you on the spot?
Take your blazer off.
Michelle just screamed, take your blazer off. Okay.
First of all, the guitar is emerald green. Bring it on. It's gorgeous.
Bring it. Let's see what you got.
So, what do we do here?
Serenade me.
Oh, wow. All right. Candace,
All right, there, one of Katy Perry, I'm told, is doing like a benefit concert for one of my opponents in Iowa. So in response, I thought I'd offer this up for
better be a
Taylor Swift.
Taylor's my girl.
'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be bad blood. So take a look at what you've done. That maybe now we got bad blood.
Hey!
Now we got
problems. And now we can't solve them. You made a really deep cut. And baby, now we got bad blood. Hey!
All right, everybody. Give it up to Martin O'Malley.